Oh, great. Another digital parasite has crawled out of the primordial ooze of the internet, its beady little plastic eyes glinting with manufactured charm. Labubu. Just the name makes my teeth itch. It's like a mosquito buzzing infinitesimally close to your ear at 3 a.m., except instead of wanting your blood, it wants your disposable income and a vacant corner of your already cluttered mind. Welcome back to the channel, where we dissect the festering sores of online culture so you don't have to. Although, let's be honest, you probably already have a mild case of digital gangrene just by being here. Today, we're plunging headfirst into the swirling vortex of why everyone, and by everyone, I mean anyone with a functioning prefrontal cortex, and at least a passing familiarity with the concept of good taste, seems to collectively side-eye this fluffy harbinger of late-stage capitalism. Let's be clear, I don't hate Labubu. Hate requires an emotional investment, a level of concern that this inanimate blob simply doesn't warrant. It's more of a profound existential weariness, the kind you feel staring into the abyss of your TikTok For You page at 2 in the morning, questioning all your life choices that led you to this specific moment in space-time. But the internet? Oh, the internet hates Labubu with the fiery passion of 1,000 suns, or at least with the nuanced vitriol of a Reddit thread dedicated to meticulously documenting its every perceived transgression against aesthetic decency. See, the digital pitchforks are out. But why? Why this seemingly disproportionate wave of disdain for a creature that, at its core, is just a thing? Perhaps it's the relentless ubiquity. One minute you're blissfully scrolling through pictures of cats dressed as tiny librarians. The next, you're bombarded with a saccharine tsunami of Labubu unboxing videos, Labubu collection showcases, Labubu-themed latte art. It's the digital equivalent of that one song you hear on the radio every 15 minutes until you fantasize about smashing the transmitter with a rusty garden gnome. Look at that sheer, unadulterated joy. It's unsettling. It's the kind of enthusiasm usually reserved for the discovery of a new pizza topping or the successful assembly of IKEA furniture without any leftover screws. For a plastic thing, it feels performative, like we're all trapped in some elaborate social media play where the script demands we feign excitement over increasingly meaningless trinkets. And let's not forget the price tag. These aren't your grandma's Beanie Babies, destined for a dusty attic and a future Antiques Roadshow appearance where they're valued at precisely $1.50. No, Labubu commands a premium, a king's ransom for something that looks vaguely like a rejected concept from a children's television show pitched during a fever dream. It's the audacity, the sheer unmitigated gall of it all. We're living in a world where avocado toast is considered a symbol of financial irresponsibility, yet people are dropping serious cash on these fuzzballs. The free market, they say, more like the free-for-all of our dwindling sanity. Then there's the design itself. Let's be honest, it's an acquired taste. Or perhaps a taste you actively try to avoid acquiring, like that questionable sushi place down the street with the perpetually damp-looking carpets, the slightly unsettling grin, the vacant stare, the vaguely humanoid yet distinctly alien form. It's like they took all the popular cute aesthetics, threw them in a blender with a dash of existential dread, and this is what oozed out. It's the uncanny valley for plush toys. It stares into your soul, and all your soul can muster in response is a profound sense of unease and the sudden urge to reevaluate your life choices. Look at them. Just look. It's like they know something we don't, some terrible truth about the digital wasteland we inhabit, and they're silently judging our complicity. And the community? Oh God, the community. Every online phenomenon births its own dedicated enthusiasts. And while passion is generally commendable, unless it involves collecting porcelain dolls that you swear whisper your name at night, the Labubu fandom often feels like a descent into a particularly fluffy and pastel-colored form of madness. The relentless hunt for rare variants, the meticulously curated displays, the almost religious fervor with which they discuss the subtle nuances of each edition. It's like a digital death cult, except instead of robes, they wear ironic graphic tees, and instead of chanting ancient prophecies, they're arguing about the perceived value of the latest blind box drop. They're speaking a language I no longer understand, a dialect of consumerism where happiness is measured in the number of identical plastic creatures you can amass. Maybe it's the sheer disposability of it all. In a world grappling with environmental concerns, where we're drowning in a sea of discarded fast fashion and single-use plastics, here comes another wave of mass-produced ephemera, destined for landfill oblivion once the hype inevitably dies down. It's a monument to our fleeting attention spans, our insatiable appetite for the next shiny object, our collective amnesia regarding the mountains of forgotten toys gathering dust in attics and basements across the globe. It's the digital equivalent of buying a new phone every year because the old one is like so last season, even though it still functions perfectly fine. We're consuming ourselves into oblivion, one adorable yet ultimately pointless plastic blob at a time. And the worst part? The insidious way it creeps into every corner of the internet. It's not enough that my social media feeds are saturated with these things. Now they're infiltrating my news articles, my targeted ads, probably even my dreams if I'm not careful. It's like a digital fungus spreading its fluffy spores across the online landscape, infecting every available pixel with its saccharine presence. There's no escape. The internet, once a vast and wondrous frontier of information and connection, is slowly being colonized by an army of grinning plastic things. They're mocking us, I swear. They're a physical manifestation of our digital overstimulation, a tangible representation of the endless stream of content vying for our attention, each one as ultimately meaningless as the last. So, why does everyone hate Labubu? Maybe it's not hate exactly. Maybe it's a collective scream of existential dread in the face of overwhelming consumerism and the relentless march of internet trends. Maybe it's a desperate plea for something more substance, more meaning, more anything that isn't another mass-produced plastic toy designed to exploit our dopamine receptors. Or maybe, just maybe, they're genuinely unsettling little gremlins, and our subconscious is desperately trying to warn us of some impending fluffy apocalypse. Either way, I need to lie down. I think I saw one of them blinking, and not in a cute way. Remember to like, subscribe, and consider therapy. You'll probably need it. I know I do.